All right, so today I'm gonna break down my channel more so. I've done a lot of shorts the last month, just going through my workouts day by day, leading up to the Miami Half Marathon, which we're about 8 days away now. But I just wanna talk a little bit about, I guess, my target audience and who I'm really trying to connect with. I mean, I was a baseball player. I was never a runner. I did not run track in high school. I was a good athlete. Played very, very competitive baseball up until I was about 24, 25 years old. Never did more than probably 5 miles until COVID 2020 when everything really started gearing up for me. I'm not an Adam Wood. I'm not a Nick Bare Fitness. I'm not a, Ali Ostrander, like some Olympic trials type people. I did my first marathon at 3:17 just about a year ago in Miami. I had a hard training block with a group down here that I was working 3-4 times a week with. All discovery mode. I didn't know what my marathon pace was. I didn't know what my half marathon pace was. I didn't know what my heart rate zones should be or my thresholds. A lot of this stuff I learned just from doing it more so and having conversations with people in running. I was doing Brickell Run Club. I was doing different, more social stuff. And then it wasn't until I realized, I guess I was kind of fast, that I should train. And obviously, and I've mentioned this before, there's a huge discrepancy between working out and running and cardio and training. So I wanna hit home on these people, or some of you guys who are thinking about getting into running or want to train for a half marathon or a full marathon. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what your marathon pace is. You're in an exploratory phase. And what I would suggest is, first, if you haven't ran ever, just get your Z2 base down, just meaning run every day for a month. Easy, or run 3 times a week for a month, or slowly increase your mileage from 5 miles a week to 7 miles a week. No more than 10 or 20% extra per week. There's a lot of different things that I can dive deeper into regarding specifics on how to get from couch to running a marathon. And I think that a lot of people skip over that on YouTube, and a lot of people are, Olympic trial people or people who are running 2:18 or 2:40 marathons. I'm trying to go from 3:17 to BQ, which again, I've been documenting every single day. I've been trying to keep myself accountable. I think having this outlet is a good way to monitor myself. And what you guys will see is in all of my workouts, on the description, I will put exactly what I did and exactly what pace I did. So let's suppose it was a 2x2 workout, meaning 2 times marathon pace, or 2 miles marathon pace, 2 miles half marathon pace. I will put that in there with a 1 mile warm up, 1 mile cool down, 2 miles there, 2 miles there, and exactly what the pace is. Maybe it's 7:15 and 6:45 or whatever I'm feeling that day. Obviously, the last few weeks, not to digress, but the last few weeks I've been kind of having more focus on the Miami Half Marathon. But the other thing I want to talk about is my schedule. So what I'm doing this year is Miami Half Marathon, which is next week, Eugene Marathon in Oregon. It finishes up at Hayward Stadium. That'll be pretty cool. That's in April, late April, April 29th. And then Chicago in October. So I have 2 races, really good blocks, a lot of time to break down and build back up again. Really have 2A races this year, meaning, I'm gonna push as hard as I can on both times. My PR is 3:17 in Miami. That was my first ever marathon. I'm assuming I can do better than that. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to hit on for people starting, how to get acclimated with your gear. Don't buy too much stuff right away. Like, feel it out day by day. It's a very slow process. They say, I think, like, cardiovascular fitness takes years to build. That's why if you look at races, like usually 30 to 34 or even 35 to 39 are some of the faster people. You would think the younger kids that are 20 to 25 are great, but these people have had years of being in a professional lifestyle that they can work and work out. So you'll see a lot of very quick people between 30 and 39, 30 and 40. That's really what I want to touch on. Again, going through marathon schedule, I'm going to stay on board with my shorts and just try to put some stuff out every single day. You guys can see what I'm working out, what the schedule is, and the description will give you all the details. And then also, like, there's 2 really A races this year as far as the marathon, and then I have a half marathon next week, which I'm going to shoot for sub 1:30. So that's probably about 6:50 minute pace. And I think if you're starting, there's a lot of things you can learn from YouTube, but I would be careful with some of these influencers or the guys that are putting 100-mile weeks. Like, there's no comparison from me to him or me to them. Like, I'm at 40-mile weeks, and maybe I'll work up to that, but these people are Division I or Olympic trial type athletes. I think there's a lot of people that want to compare to there, but you kind of have to work your way up. So I guess that's my point. It takes time. Be patient. Enjoy the process. And trying to get social. Meet people that you can run with. You can always motivate from them. Join clubs. Make it social, but make it competitive. And know when to separate the two. And the other thing is food intake and being able to have discipline and not eat what you want to eat, not drink when you want to drink per se. There's a lot of sacrifice that goes into waking up at 5 o'clock or 4:30 this Saturday morning. But I think it's extremely helpful, and it does translate into a professional life, and it translates into meeting the type of people that you want to meet as well. So I think there's a lot of benefits to doing this, whether it's casually, seriously, somewhat seriously. So that's kind of what I'm trying to hit on, and I'm excited. I'm going to try and document all of it through this year and just keep tabs on myself and challenge myself to be, a BQ runner. So that's the deal.